This is a quick 8-minute Tabata session that will give you a little bit of a metabolic conditioning boost. This is a great one to tack on to the end of a workout or anytime you just need a quick hit of energy. You can take it high or low impact depending on what your body needs on any given day. Make sure that you're warmed up before this practice begins. We are going to turn up the intensity right away. I've linked a quick 5-minute total body warm-up in the description of this video below, so you can check that out beforehand, or just make sure you're coming in warm from your previous activity. Maybe you're adding this to the end of a workout, so you should be good to go. So I'll walk you through our 4 different exercises so that you know which options you want to choose. Our first exercise is a walking burpee, so lots of options here. You can start standing. We're going to take the hands down, walk out to a bear plank or full plank, walk it back in, and power up. The key to making this high intensity, even with low impact, is to move very quickly. So that walk back and walk forward. If you want to add a little bit more, you're hopping back, hopping forward and up. You can add those little jumps. If you want to add even more, you're taking it back to full plank, adding a push-up. So coming down, push-up, hopping up, and overhead. So kind of 3 levels of intensity there that you can choose. Our next exercise is a floor to ceiling. Same thing here. You have lots of different options. So you want your toes tracking forward. Your feet can be a little bit wider than shoulder or hips width so that we can tap the floor. So we're coming down and reaching up. This one again, if you want low impact, high intensity, you're picking up that pace. If you want high impact, high intensity, you're coming down and adding that jump. Landing lightly on the ball mounds of the feet so that you can slowly lower the heels. Our third exercise is the bear press. So we're coming into that bear plank, shoulders over the wrists, hips are directly over the knees. So make sure your knees aren't too far forward. We're hovering the knees up, toes are tucked. We're simply going to explode and straighten the legs and come back down. Notice the spine moves as a unit. So you're not rounding or arching the spine. If you want to add a little bit more intensity, you're popping up the feet. So you're taking it up, landing softly, getting that weight bearing on the hands in between. Our final movement pattern is going to be a step out tap. So you're simply stepping out and tapping the floor. So side to side, again, you're moving quickly to turn up that intensity. We have 20-second working intervals, so they're super quick. If you want more high impact, you're dropping and hopping to the center. Those are your 4 movement patterns. You're going to complete 4 rounds of each exercise back to back. So you'll be in each pattern for 4 rounds of Tabata before moving to the next. It will tally up to 8 minutes total. It'll be quick and intense. So take a big breath, get ready. I'll set up our timer and we will get going in 20 seconds. The goal with Tabata is you are going all out for that full 20 seconds where you desperately need that 10 seconds to recover. So in 10 seconds, we're moving through our walking burpee. You have your options. I'm going to start low and build up to the high. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Take it down, walk it back, forward, and up with some power. Move quickly. That's how you turn up the intensity. And then you can start to hop back, forward, and up if you wish. Or you're staying in that low impact, high speed. Last one. And rest 10 seconds. It's going to go very quickly, just enough time to take a breath and reset for the next round. I'm going to turn it up this round. 3, 2, and 1. Take it back, push up if you wish, forward and up. So travel, take up space on your mat. You're wanting to push that intensity threshold to where you can hear it in my voice. You can only speak a few words at a time and rest. 10 seconds. That was 2 rounds. We've got 2 more. Choose your option. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take it back down to the hops, but without the push-up to get just more of that straight conditioning work. Try to get more speed with that perfect form. And rest. 10 seconds. Coming into our final round. And then we go floor to ceiling. You should be breathless. 2 and 1. Here we go. I'm adding the push-up back. Move quickly. How many reps can you get in that 20 seconds? Don't let the hips or the belly drop. Keep it integrated. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. We're coming floor to ceiling next in about 5 seconds. I'm going to take the lower impact option for this first round. Here we go. Down and up. That doesn't mean it's not intense. You're moving, covering a lot of ground from floor to ceiling, coming high up on those toes. Keeping the chest elevated. Try not to dip forward. Last one, and rest. Catch your breath. That was our first round of this exercise. We've got 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Tap the floor and jump or lift up. It's only 20 seconds. You can do anything for 20 seconds. It goes by so fast. Last 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. If you can, keep that inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. Here's round 3, floor to ceiling. I'm going to take it back to the low impact for this round so we can finish strong. You got this. Chest stays elevated. Last 3, 2, and 1. So you can see the intensity is there even without the jumping. There's so much work that can be done without the high impact. But if you want it, it's there. Let's get this last round. Just 20 seconds. Power through. And rest. 10 seconds. Might have stopped that one a second short. Bear presses next. Come into position. Knees directly under the hips. Let's begin. Pop those hips by extending the legs. Feel some power in the quads. So you want the feet shoulder width apart, so pretty narrow. That helps us focus on the quads and inner thighs. Make sure your spine is straight and strong. Rest. Second round, I'm going to pick up the impact by adding that jump. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. This is becoming one of my new favorite conditioning moves. You'll feel it burn in the legs. It works the upper body, has that solid core integration component. And rest. Breathe here. We have 2 more of those. So your options are lower high impact. You choose. You can even alternate between. Let's begin. So 1 high, 1 low. It's like you're powering up. And notice it's not coming back to downward dog. You're just powering those legs straight, keeping the shoulders more or less over the wrists. Rest. We have 1 more round after this of this exercise, and then just 1 exercise to go. Here we go. Power it up and extend. Take what you need, give what you can. If you have 60% and you give 60%, then you are working at 100%. So keep that in mind. Just bring what you can for today. Next one, those step out taps. Coming in 2, 1. We tap and tap. Move quickly. Cover some ground. You got this. Side to side. And you can pick up the intensity if you want to add that jump. Breathe here. You should be in your peak heart rate zone. Rest. So we're hovering in that peak zone for this full 8-minute period. 2, 1, adding the impact here. If you want it, tap the light toes. So stay really light on your feet so you can move quickly. You're not losing energy to those landings. They're nice and soft. Chest stays upright. Try not to dip too far down. And rest. We have just a minute to go. 2 more rounds of these drop taps. Give it your all for just 60 more seconds. Here we go. In and out. Light hops. You got it. Stay with me. Chest is upright. We're breathing for 3, 2, 1. Rest. Catch your breath. 1 more set of those step outs. Here we go. 2, 1. Drop and drop. Stay strong for this final interval. Maybe even pick up the pace a little more. What can you give for less than 10 seconds? You got it. And rest. Shake it out. So I encourage you to move around with some dynamic flow for a little bit to help guide your heart rate from that peak back down to a baseline. So you might be just alternating side lunges, maybe reverse lunges, maybe you're walking the room, but you want to be able to get back into that more stable breath rhythm. You can hear it kind of slowing in my breath. Let's take the arms overhead and into a squat. So just guiding the heart rate from that peak intensity back down to more of our cooling load. So once you feel that shift. It's almost like the body takes a little bit of a sigh when we allow that peak response to resolve. Then you know that you're ready to cool down. I've linked a quick 5-minute total body cool down for this practice below, just to help you kind of ease out of that high intensity before you continue with the rest of your day. So thank you again so much for showing up, for sweating, for jumping into this pretty intense practice with me, and for letting your body be moved.